Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Chelsea Transfer Daily video for you guys. And this video, once again, I've got four reports for you. Jorginho on his likely stay at Chelsea for the foreseeable future. Could Aubameyang do the London switch? Could he do the impossible? Going to be getting into discussions, giving my thoughts, opinions on that story as well. Going to be speaking about Onana as well, from Ajax, the goalkeeper, and we're going to be speaking about the main priority, the main target, Jadon Sancho. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are not here, hit the notification, comment down below your thoughts, opinions on each story that I do speak about, and also finally, apologies for my atrocious, abysmal hair. The barbers are shot. They've been shot for about a month now, and honestly, I'm in dire need of a trim. And as soon as the barbers open, as soon as lockdown is lifted, I'm heading straight to the barber, so I will get it sorted soon, I promise. But without me continuing to waffle, let me go straight into it. Now, starting off with Jadon Sancho, the story that all of you want to hear. Now, last night, the Evening Standard, quite a reliable news publication in the UK, they reported that Chelsea are ready to compete with Manchester United for Jadon Sancho, and Frank Lampard has been told that Chelsea can afford Dortmund's £120 million price tag for Sancho after two barren windows for incomings, and Eden Hazard leaving for Real Madrid for around 130 to 140 million pounds. Now, a lot of self-explanatory things there. We already know, we have the funds to put it off. But all we've been hearing on the timeline, all we've been hearing on social media is United fans yapping along saying it. This is the problem. United think they've got the deal wrapped up. And this is the point I want to reiterate, and the point I want to express to you guys is we don't know where Jadon Sancho's going to go. A lot of it is up in the air, and with this coronavirus pandemic, it's put everything in perspectives, but everything in the air. He hasn't decided on his future yet. We don't even know if he may even stay at Dortmund for another year. At the end of the day, it's not a done deal. We don't know where he's going to go, and no team, as far as I'm concerned, is a front runner in this situation. You look at United. Yes, United have upper hands and advantages, but so have Chelsea. Now, for me, I've always said this, my point here is with Chelsea, if we want to have even a chance to secure Jadon Sancho, win the race for Jadon Sancho, we have to get Champions League football. That is a given. Now, with Manchester United, I don't think they necessarily have to get Champions League football because it's Manchester United. They're a brand. They're the biggest club in world football. They have the finances, the resources, and the revenue to pull this deal off. Coronavirus or no coronavirus, they have the finances to pull the deal off. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had an interview last week, and he stated that United will be spending big this summer. So it's already implying that they're going to be going all guns blazing for Jadon Sancho. Now, if Chelsea want to have any chance to sign Sancho, we have to get Champions League football. That is a complete given, because we need Champions League football for the finances, the revenue, but also as an extra pull to sway Sancho. Now, also, we do have advantages. We're a London club. London is an attraction for Sancho. He was born here. He has mates here in the squad. He was a Chelsea fan growing up as well, and the project that we're selling towards him to become one of Europe's best is quite promising. We are ahead of United in that stage, in my personal opinion. You can even just look at the league table and you look at the performance this season, you see our philosophy, you see the direction we're going into. United is not so clear. So we have advantages and positives regarding that. However, you have to respect Manchester United of the finances they are, the club that they are, because it is actually Manchester United, and that's why you have to give respect towards their name. Now, a lot of fans are saying, oh, we've already gone United. He hasn't signed anything. All you see at the moment in publications and reports is agent talk. Agent talk, pushing for moves, pushing for stories. It's all agent talk. Nothing is confirmed. Nothing is done. It's still in the air. It's up in the air. It's all balancing at the moment. So I will say don't panic. But what I can say to you is Sancho is number one priority for Chelsea Football Club. I already been told that. I already know that. We will be going all guns blazing to secure Sancho. So we are going to put all our eggs in one basket for Sancho. But like I keep stressing, we have to get Champions League football if we want to have any hope of securing his signature. Now, that's just my thoughts, opinions. Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Do you even want Jadon Sancho at Chelsea, or do you think that that money of £120 million to £130 million can be used better and better invested elsewhere into the squad where in desperate need of a centre back or a midfielder or etc, etc? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But getting into the second story, that does regard Onana from Ajax. Now, of course, we have been linked with him a few times over the course of the season, and I know a lot of you in the comments and a lot of my subscribers are a big fan of Onana. Now, what the reports are saying, L'Equipe broke the story, a French publication. They basically stated that Chelsea have made preliminary contact with Ajax over signing goalkeeper Andre Onana. The Dutch side will allow him to leave for around €30 million. Now, Onana is a top keeper. He's a very, very good keeper. His distribution is class. We saw him against Chelsea twice. Good reflexes, nice shot stopping abilities, really good one-on-one, great distribution, and for me he is a top keeper and he's still at a young age. However, like I keep stressing with this one, is Kepa. Now, if you personally ask me, I don't think Onana would come to Chelsea to directly replace Kepa. Not because I don't think he's good enough, because I think he's a top goalkeeper, but there's other reasons for that. Now, we have to think of it logically and financially. We signed Kepa for a world record fee of £71.2 million. He's on wages of £200,000 a week. Now, you tell me right now, what club is going to pay Kepa's wages, A, and B, pay the price we paid for him? Because there's no way we're going to sell Kepa for about half what we made. We'd be lucky to get half of what we have for Kepa. Not because Kepa is a bad goalkeeper, but because of Kepa's performances this season. Kepa has not been up to scratch recently. When he got dropped and came back for Everton Liverpool, he put in those 2 world-class performances. And that's what Lampard still has faith for him. The Chelsea hierarchy still have faith in him for him to become one of the world's best. That's what we signed him for. That's why we pay so much money, that long-term investment, because we had the ability and faith that Kepa would become the world's best when he hits his prime. Now, for me, what the solution is to get the best out of Kepa would be to sign a top competitive goalkeeper, and I think Onana would fit the bill. €30 million is not too pricey. We have the funds to blow, especially with FFP relaxed, so we don't have to worry about financial fair play. We can sign Onana for a cheap free. You're signing a top goalkeeper to really push Kepa to limits, and it's only going to benefit both of them. They're going to push each other to limits. They're going to be competitive for each other, and they know that if they're not on their game, then the other keeper will be dropped. It's as simple as that, and I think they would only give benefits for the Chelsea squad. It only give benefits for the Chelsea fan, and of course Lampard. They give confidence, because both of them would have to be at their top of the game or they're getting dropped. You've got 2 top young goalkeepers competing for that first spot. It's only going to drive them to the very top. Kepa has world-class potential. We already know that. Onana is a very good goalkeeper. I personally think Kepa is better, but for Onana as backup and a competitive backup, much better backup compared to Caballero, yes, I'll definitely take Onana at Chelsea. But that is my thoughts, opinions. Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Would you take Onana to completely replace Kepa, or do you agree with me and think that he should be used as competitive backup to Kepa? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But getting into the first story that does regards Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, it's not as such a news report or publication linking him to Chelsea. We haven't been linked to Aubameyang, but it's more of a discussion. Now, according to Sport Witness, Aubameyang has decided against renewing his contract at Arsenal, and he will be leaving Arsenal at the end of the season this summer. Now, he's already 30 years of age, and should Chelsea be interested, an experienced, proven goal scorer for Tammy to learn from, and can also play as a left wing, so it's got that versatility as well. Now, I want to pose this question to you guys. Would you take Aubameyang at Chelsea, yes or no? And leave me your reasons to why you would or you wouldn't take Aubameyang at Chelsea. Now, if you ask me personally, he wouldn't be my first choice. No, I'd rather Jovic or Lautaro Martinez, as you guys may know, because they suit our style better. They've got higher potential, they're younger, they can develop more, and in my personal opinion, I think they're better. But for Aubameyang, not only to get one over Arsenal, but also he's Premier League proven, he's rapid, he does suit Lampard's style in a certain way because he's a poacher, he's rapid, he's quick, he's clinical. He's by far Arsenal's best player, and he's been superb. Plus, you've got that versatility option where he can play on that left-hand side as well, and it can only develop Tammy. You've got someone so experienced as Aubameyang who can, Tammy can learn from, be that understudy to Tammy, help him get through it and help him develop into a better goal scorer. I think it wouldn't be a bad signing. Plus, you're getting one over Arsenal as well. Do I see it being realistic? No. I just think that, despite him having 1 year left of his contract, Arsenal's still going to command a large fee. No way they're going to want to sell to Chelsea, a direct rival. They'll try and sell him abroad or elsewhere in a different league. I don't think they're going to want to sell to a direct rival, but he wouldn't be my first choice, but I'd definitely take Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at Chelsea. Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Would you take Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at Chelsea? If not, who would be your first choice striker to take at Chelsea? And if you would take Aubameyang, would you play him predominantly on the left-hand side, or do you think that he'd be better than Tammy Abraham, or, be back up to Tammy Abraham? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But getting to the final story, that is, of course, King Register Jorginho. Now, it's not really reports, but he had an interview. And it was reported by Nicolo Schira, who basically published the interview. And basically what Jorginho was saying in the interview, I quote from his quotes, "I'm very happy at Chelsea. Last year I spoke Italian. This year I learned and improved my English. Hazard is the best player I've ever played with." And the reporter asked how much Kante runs. He said it's incredible. Best moments, the reporter asked, he said when we won the Europa League, he said, "I miss Italian climate and the Italian food." So that was basically the gist and the main parts of the interview. That's the main important parts. But the key word I'm picking out here is I'm very happy at Chelsea. Now, there's been so many reports and publications linking him with a move away to Juventus, etc. But that's important to me. That's important. He's our vice captain. Lampard rates him very highly. He's one of our world-class players. You know, he's an amazing player. He controls the game, dictates the game. Fantastic player. The guy is world-class, without a shadow of a doubt. And for me, we need to be keeping our world-class players. And I'm obviously a massive fan of Jorginho, but he fits the system. He's amazing. You know, the way he controls the game, so intelligent off the ball as well. High footballing IQ, quick passes, movement, elite player. Yeah, so this is fantastic news in my personal opinion. But leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Would you sell Jorginho or would you keep him? But I'm going to wrap up the Chelsea transfer news daily video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are on here. Make sure to notification for us for every time I do uploads. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.